Hello all, this is James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and I am back here with Starcom Nexus and the next step in our Let's Play. We have things to discover, we have neutronium to find, and we have upgrades that need to be done to the station. So, let's get on that, shall we? There's a frigate down here I can test out my new weapons on. Smashed him. We have some Vendari friends. Thank you. While we already have an excellent understanding of this principle in this technology, your information provides some useful enhancements. We share with you some of our own progress. Do you wish to trade goods as well? We got 35. Maybe. We do need neutronium, but at the cost of what? You guys like cobalt. I don't really have any of that, right? No. I don't really need any yttrium at this point. I think I'm good to go on guns. Nothing down there. A white supergiant, huh? check out this planet in the shadow of the white supergiant. By a random quirk of this planet's geography, the only surface water are a small cluster of pools that tap into a deep aquifer. According to the team's xenobiologist, the plant life that have evolved here reveals some interesting data on evolution in isolated microclimates. What's down here? Another triangular artifact apart from this setting. It seems identical to the one previously encountered. This time the team is careful not to touch the artifact as they examine it and its setting. Carved into the dais, they find a worn message in Starcom Standard. At first we were optimistic, but as days turned to months, we began to lose hope. It seems likely now that our shipmates aren't coming. Maybe they're 1,000 light years away. Perhaps they're all dead. When we arrived, we found ourselves next to this artifact, just like the other one. But no amount of prodding would reactivate it. Eventually, we erected this stone dais in the optimistic belief that was somehow a necessary part of its functioning. Still, nothing. If a member of Starcom ever finds this, know that we haven't suffered here. The climate is good, and with our survey kit, we were able to identify the diverse edible flora and fauna. Our only regret is not learning the fate of our fellow crew aboard the Big Johnson. Wait, what? A thorough search of the area reveals the remains of a small settlement by the lake. The skeletal remains of a half a dozen adult humans are detected in a nearby cemetery. Okay, that confuses me. So, this thing zapped my crew members and transported them here. Except these crew members that were part of the Big Johnson have somehow grown old and died in the time period in which I last experienced one of these things. So then, therefore, it not only transports a person through space, it must also transport a person through time. So it would be logical to conclude that, whoa, what's going on here? Unidentified vessel. You are not transmitting with a recognized treaty group identifier. I am Jaames, commander of Big Johnson of Starcom. We are strangers in this region of space. Bree-Ock? I am Regional Commander Crest of the Arona Dispersed Fleet. I'm transmitting through this vessel's comm array as its commander does not have diplomatic authority. As an unaffiliated vessel, you are ordered to pay a transit fee of 10 Tyrolite and depart this region. Failure to do so may force a military response from us. Do I have 10 Tyrolite? Hopefully I do. Payment acknowledged. Please depart Arona-controlled space. If you do not have a treaty group identifier in the future, you may be fired upon. How do we obtain a treaty group identifier? Someone with diplomatic authority must petition at the Arona Nest World. Where is that? I don't know. That is a remarkable coincidence. Were you pulled here through a rift in space too? What? No. During the phage outbreak, the coordinate path to the Nest World was restricted to Admiral Taora for security reasons. He was killed when his ship was stuck at a project mine. It seems unreasonable to demand that we get permission from somewhere you don't know how to find. So you and your ship are stranded here. How have you survived? Surely someone must have some clues about the Nest World's location. What is the phage? We'll find the Nest World and get your treaty identifier. What is the phage? A terrible evil from a long-forgotten war. We and other civil races fought long to defeat it. In the end, we succeeded only in driving it back to a distant star cluster. No doubt, it still waits there for some unsuspecting fools to unleash it again. If your ship does not broadcast the correct identifier and you do not have any more questions, I must ask you to depart this region. I think you misunderstand. The Arona Empire has many bases and colonies in this region. The Nest World remains our official political head. It is our strict adherence to orders that have allowed us to survive without their direct governments. If your ship does not broadcast the correct... Due to the danger of the phage, all documents and digital records of the route were purged. We have searched thoroughly. We'll find the Nest World and get your treaty identifier. So now I'm going to be constantly wondering where the heck their territory is. Now I have to kind of play hide and go seek from these Arona ships. The anomaly detected from orbit appears to be somewhere with a winding desert canyon. The canyon walls are too close and irregular to pilot the lander in, so the team approaches on foot. Strange sounds seem to echo from all around. Buried beneath a rock slide, the team finds the source of the anomaly signal. A solitary alien corpse in an environment suit. Whether explorers, soldiers, or prospectors is unclear, but it's been here for quite some time. The technology level seems several centuries behind Starcom, but there are minor innovations to be found in its gear. Alright, well that ship seemed to ignore me. Half buried in a high pass on the snowbound planet, the team finds another neutronium benchmark. Planetary survey benchmark. Designation Dying Cathedral. Habitability rating 0.15. Judging from various erosion indicators and nearly indestructible metal, it's probably been here for several centuries and won't be missed. There I am disassembling things again. Alright, we got more Arona interceptors around here. Vermilion gas. I cannot grant you unrestricted travel through this region without a treaty group identifier. If your ship does not broadcast the correct identifier and you do not have any more questions, I must ask you to depart this region of space. We're looking for your nest world. Leave us alone. From a high altitude, the location of the anomaly shows the clear markings of an old impact crater. Team set cylinder down on the eroded lip. 25 titanium. I think we've been to all the planets in this system. Let's get the heck out of Dodge here. I don't want to create another enemy. And the Arona Majestic sounds like a flagship type thing. Oh hey, is this a Nexus gateway? That would be awesome. Kind of want to get out of this area here. Alright, that's quite a trip. Maybe that's not such a good idea. Yeah, no. Yeah, we got some Chittick in the area here. So I would like to come across some neutral shipping so that I can ask them about this new group I've met. I'm not sure if my last communication with them made them enemy or not. I have a feeling it might have. Gold is liked by the other group. I don't know. I have 4 yttrium. How much neutronium can I get for that? None. What if I throw in some cheerlight? Alright, I might be pushing my luck here. I feel like I need to keep pressing on. Arona interceptor. I'm not gonna fire on him, I'm just gonna kinda drive past him. As an unaffiliated vessel, you are ordered to pay a transit fee of 10 cheerlight. You have been warned. Alright, we're heading up here. See what we can find. space seeds. Didn't we come close enough? I have an idea here. I don't know. Discovered galactic dust. Sweet. Looks like we found another star up here. I hope we can figure out a way to make peace with the angry owls. I don't want to have owls as enemies. It's bad enough we have insects and an angry AI after us. Do we need angry owls too? I mean, from what I understand, owls are a real hoot. It would be better to be friends with them, right? I know, a bad pun. But that's what happens when you're stuck in the middle of deep space, waiting to get somewhere. we're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. We should start seeing stuff popping up on our sensors shortly. I mean, really, we should see stuff showing up on our sensors like any minute now. There we go. Whoa, what was that? There's little things in the sky. Another world that succumbed to rapid desertification several millennia ago. The similarities of the effects suggest that this was either the product of a weapon or large-scale celestial phenomenon. There's space mines. Part of the mine survived its detonation, allowing us to examine its internals. These mines use gravity pumps to navigate towards their target, where they trigger an antimatter reaction. Antimatter reaction? Well, thank God I'm still alive. Yeah, the Saurids are down there. Hello again, friend. Yeah, we have some questions. Yes, they are a proud and powerful race, although their adherence to their internal rule of law seems to be a bit absurd. When they have no means to change their laws, still we try not to judge. A piece of advice: in social and diplomatic settings, it is considered a breach of protocol for a visitor to introduce themselves before asking whom they are meeting. It is considered a breach of protocol for a visitor to introduce themselves before asking who they're meeting. Okay. They are a curious race, if that is what they are. They patrol various regions of space. Sometimes they hail you, conduct some scans, and then they're off. They seem harmless. Yeah, we got some gold. Do you have some neutronium for us? Alright, so we have some titanium, we have some neutronium. I think that's enough needed. I think they needed 40, right? Not 50. So now I can start saving up my other stuff for other stuff. Wait, what did I see over there? When in doubt, shoot it. Starship debris. It's one hell of a giant spaceship. All this wonderful adamantine. Gold and titanium, sweet. I didn't even read that one. Whoops. I wonder if the report's here. An old starship, probably a freighter, lies half buried on the surface of this small moon. It looks like a large explosion ripped the hull wide open. Most of its cargo is apparently food and medical supplies, long decayed, but the hull and engines have some useful metals in them. Yeah, I don't see anything floating around over here. I think I got it all. It keeps saying there's something over here. I think it just always says there's something over here, maybe? Pretty sure we've gotten it all. A heavily fortified installation has been built into a high pass between two mountains. It seems like it hasn't been used in centuries or longer. Small turrets near the entrance show signs of corrosion, and a rock slide has created gaps in the wall. Send the team in. As the team enters, several automated defense systems activate, but years of neglect have taken their toll and they fail to fire their ordnance. A search of the main building uncovers a number of corpses in armor. Scans of the bodies show that they've been dead for at least a century. Mummified by the dry air, the team's medical officer finds signs of what she thinks is malnutrition. Possibly this base was cut off from resupply. The military equipment isn't technically advanced by Starcom standards, but there's quite a lot of it, and there's some valuable metals we're salvaging. Titanium, gold, and platinum. Alright, so this system has been completely explored. Now let's head up to this red giant. At this point, the return trip from the red giant to here is looking like the same distance from here to here, so we might just return trip over this way instead. But yeah, this is a pretty incredible game. I am so glad I discovered it. One of the best games I've played in a long time. In fact, I think it's the type of game that would appeal to everyone. I see this being an everybody type game.
Even me?
Even you, D. The voice of Durand interjects.
That's a tall order.
Well, you should go check it out, Durand. It's called Starcom Nexus.
Starcom Nexus. Never heard of it. I'll look it up right now.
Alright, we've got an anomaly detected. Let's send down the away team. Half buried in a high pass on this snow-bound planet, the team finds another neutronium benchmark. Oh, sweet! Another plaque I get to tear apart. I am the worst looter in the world. Planetary Survey Benchmark. Designation Crimson Priestess 6. Habitability rating 0.15. Question mark from Crimson Priestess. LAR from New Whirlpool. Judging from various erosion indicators in the nearly indestructible metal, it has probably been here for several centuries and won't be missed. Of course it won't be missed. That's how I justify all my looting. Another 8 neutronium is added to the stockpile.
I have to admit, that does look pretty awesome.
Alright, another survey. No surface anomalies detected. However, we have discovered micrometeors. Tiny meteors in this planet's orbit have polished it to lens-like smoothness, allowing us to use it to observe this region's background radiation, which turns out to be surprisingly higher than that in our galaxy. Alright, I guess we'll do a flyby of the red giant, see if there's any planets hiding on this side of it. And there is. Wait, there's meteors! Or asteroids, yeah. collecting all this sweet gold from these asteroids. A sentinel cutter? This is an odd place for the sentinels to be. Why are the crazy protective robots way over here? You're not shooting at me. Now you are. Wow, he did a lot of damage to me. Those cutting beams are pretty wicked. This is one of those really big systems that keeps, well, there's more and more that we keep discovering in it. It's not, now has 2 different warp locations inside of it. And we haven't even found a nexus here yet. I wonder if there is one. It's a Chittick orbiter here. Alright, sending the away team down. Across a dozen or so hectares, large blue crystals pierce the rough surface of the planet. Comprised primarily of impure quartz, each cluster remains vibrates with a unique chime as the team's footsteps set off minute vibrations. In some spots, the crystals almost sound like a choir of voices. Have the team return to the ship. Wait, there's more to investigate here. Get back down to the surface. Find out more about that choir of singing crystals. The survey team takes in an encore performance of the crystal songs. Have the team return to the ship. Okay, why did I send him back down? Further investigation possible. Okay, I can send the team back down. Why? But let's do it. The survey team takes in another... Maybe I need to let some time happen and come back here. Kind of like the water purifier planet. Oh. Wasn't expecting that, but cool. We made it back to civilization, and we barely avoided that. Alright, let's head back to the base. See if we can get chewed out by the Admiral for creating another enemy faction in this galaxy. How goes the resource collection effort? Well, we got it, Admiral. We have your resources. You certainly know how to make a Commodore happy. Well done. Was there anything else? Yeah, we could use some more crew, please. Everyone's excited to join your crew. We're all counting on you. Was there anything else? No, that's it for now. Oh, by the way, we made more enemies while we were gone. Okay, we've got some research to assign. I think we should probably stick another 250 into armor. And I'm thinking that it might be a good idea to start increasing the power of our weapons. Although, being able to move around would be nice though, too. Warp hopper allows the construction of a warp hopper drive, allowing our ships to move short distances nearly instantaneously. I don't really know what that does. I'm guessing it would allow me to kind of like warp skip in a straight direction a certain distance. I'm not sure how that's going to work. It sounds like it's something that would be useful. But I probably do need to start beefing up my weapons. I'd rather be a turtle with a serious bite than be a rabbit that can't hurt anything. Yeah, let's do it. So more armor and more bite. Leaves us a little more research that we could throw into what? Fire rate? Faster fire rate means more DPS. Let's do it. Now, how much is this going to screw up our energy situation? If we fire the ship's weapons, are we going to start to suck our reactor dry now that we've made these weapons improvements? Let's leave the station and do a test fire. And when we turn the engines on, yeah, we are depleting our energy a lot faster than we used to. Maybe another reactor would be in order. Though I don't know if we have the materials for it. What the Commodore has wants to talk to us here. In recognition of the tasks you've performed under trying circumstances, and based on crew evaluation, I'm hereby field promoting you to Commander First Class? Congratulations, Commander First Class. Well, interesting. Evidently, Commander First Class is a rank in this game, and it must be better than Commander, so woohoo! We got a pay raise. Was there anything else? No, that's it for now. Reactor. Yeah, we are gonna need Cheerolite if we're going to add another reactor to our ship. So that's just not gonna happen right now. We could add another engine, but we don't really... I don't think we need another engine. It would just suck up our energy even more than our engines currently do. Huh. No, I think we need to hold off on doing any ship improvements until we get another reactor module in. If we don't have the power to consistently have power, well then we shouldn't be draining more power. Anyway, this is probably as good a place as any to end this episode. So I'm just going to hop out of the station here, save the game, and remind everyone that this is Starcom Nexus, and this game is frickin' badass. Definitely a must-buy. So, and I don't say that very often. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next time, all, peace.